Alright, in the live, first thing first, I don't think it's the teacher fault. See some people saying the teacher should do this and that. How you could put the teacher at fault in this situation is the teacher trying to teach a class. So you all who just jumped in, press like on the video. Today, CARICOM Secretariat and the Minister of Education and the Ministries of Education throughout the Caribbean supposed to be meeting. This is a new streaming software I'm using here, so I don't know how the notification sent. So I'll press like on the video, let me just boost up them views. You all get this piece of news? This is why I'm not about this Zoom thing, right? This Zoom thing. So a teacher on Zoom, and you know it has Zoom bombing. If you are a teacher and you're watching this, my advice is to you see them comments. Everybody's back and I'll leave none in net. I just knew this was going to happen. This is real madness. I remember that is my school, yes sir. Everyone state their country. Oh, they're so smart, but do it. It's have a ministry daughter and the call. Yep. That's what happened. So I've seen some really weird things on my live, but thankfully on my live all I can do is write, and I want that different blocks for different things. That if you try to write different thing, you get blocked, and I could ban you forever from the live and that kind of thing. But see them video lives where you're not aware of who is in the class. These days I've gone into the video live, but I don't use Zoom. So teachers, if you're watching this, I would advise against the Zoom. Or if you're doing Zoom, make sure you know how to use Zoom very properly, like how to put in the security and approve people who coming into your stream. So that alright, so I have my pure maths and my maths class online on Google Meet, but everybody who comes in is this person, I know that email, I know this email, yes, this email is registered for your class, that email. So if you decide to take God out your thoughts and do something ridiculous like this, we know who it we know who it is, and I will call your mother one time, or whoever, police, whoever I will do the investigation myself. Also, if something like that happens, immediately block the person or throw them out the stream. I think the teacher, let's read the article. What school is this? The Luke TT has the news, but I think Guardian has it bigger. Hey, look, we partner here, boy. So he is in a meeting today. I hope we can get the results of the meeting today so I could come back on it live and tell you a little more about the CSEC situation. Person who wrote the article. The Tobago arm of the TNT Police Service Child Protection Unit, CPU, get involved in this. Imagine you're a teacher now, right? And you're trying to help your students. And you have to be feeling calls from CPU and things, man. Some of these children here wicked. They wicked! Is now investigating an incident in which pornography was flashed on the screen during an online Zoom class being facilitated by a Bishop Anstey High School teacher yesterday, forcing an abrupt end to the session. So you go on and make your school name get on the papers for this. That child need that good. What would be your recommendation for this student as punishment? The incident first came to light after Tobago East MP Ayanna Webster Roy vented her frustration on Facebook about it as her daughter was part of the class. According to reports reaching Guardian Media, a female bishop's high teacher was conducting an online math class. A maths class too, boy? Are you violating the sanctity of a maths class with this? No. Between me and you, to some people like this is a big piece of news. Like it's a oh my gosh. But to me, it's just, you know, a small thing. Okay, the students do stupidness all the time. Every day in our school, some child will do some kind of thing. It's the teenage years, they make decisions without thinking it through. Let me see some of these comments. Licks, cut, so and so. It's not. Somebody said that. It's not as big a scandal as they're trying to make it out to be. You just you block the student, you move along the student, definitely not in the maths. You're not in the maths thing, miss. Miss, this student not in the maths thing. Let me see what this teacher did. Two students who witnessed the conducting a maths class with 25 to 30 students from various second form. Form 2, and you're doing this? When the incident happened 30 minutes in, one of the participants with the screen name Child of God, even Zion outside can handle this. With the screen name Child of God, oh gosh, you're disrespectful and you're blasphemous, reportedly began playing pornography. The teacher then stopped the lessons and muted all microphones and cameras before appealing to the individual to be respectful. Mute, miss, you were supposed to hit the kick them out of the class button, whatever button that is on Zoom. Yeah, Guardian Media understands that after the student allegedly shared the pornographic material, the teacher then tried to resume the maths class. That maths class was done, in my opinion, but the teacher is a victim here. They don't go and try and blame the teacher or anything. The student allegedly repeated the act. You see this? It was not how repeats. Even when I on my live Instagram, on my live videos, and doing talking to students from across the Caribbean, every time a student come on, I'd be like ready to exhort that student, because students just try their hand at different things. Take our good friend Tad Boss, for example. Now, this student, when them parents find out this, if they have a serious parent in their life, child of God, you're really going to meet, you get to meet Jesus. Jesus will have to ask him about what. I see you put my name as your handle there, bro, but now you're up here. Which direction do you want to go? The student allegedly repeated the act and began hurling abuse laced with obscene language at the teacher. The teacher then ended the session abruptly. Two students who witnessed the incident corroborated the report to Guardian Media. Moments after the incident, website took to Facebook to say my daughters have both experienced interrupted online classes because some child either putting up pornography or the shared screen or playing hard porn movies in the background, so the entire class is disrupted. Website told parents to get a grip. The post was shared by dozens of people online and many made comments ranging from shock to outrage. Well, you know lies online. Oh God, ding, shock, thing, back, outrage. As I say, it's not as big a situation as you might think. Teachers would, you all going to school, you all know these kind of things is happening in school every day. How much time people share porn in school? Like every day. It's just when you're on the internet, things they do on the internet is just be worldwide, it's just be broadcasted. So this student probably think, go and make a little joke in class today. Let me search up X this and that and run some streams in the background on this day. Boom. Them fellas they will catch the kicks. Ting. We can laugh about it, make some memories in this time. Not knowing CPU now calling you and your parent. Your parents have some awkward questions to answer, your guardian. And you're behind in trouble now. You can get flames up. Child of God, man. Alright, let's read some of these comments. Child of God, I would have to deal with that child as a child of God. But GG's. So somebody knows what's going on in the videos. Like, anybody here was from that class? If you was from that class, somebody says my school. Cohen reporting live from CCTV. Back to you, Cohen. Little do he know it was going to be drastic. Yeah, it was going to be drastic. When you're trying to, some of these comments I can't finish read them. Some online suspensions need to be given out. Well, that is it for here an online class. That must be hit for here in school. X this and that in spring of 2020. I'm just finished reading this article and I'm going to talk to teacher, any teacher who watching this stream, any students who watch this stream, teachers, I'd advise against using Zoom, use Google Meet. More solid, more rigid. If you're still using if you're still using Zoom and you like Zoom and you're accustomed to Zoom, your students are accustomed to Zoom, whatever class you're running, make sure that you have this setting where you know exactly who is in your class at all times. And if an incident like this occurs, boot them out instantly. Don't wait, don't wait. Know how to boot people out your live classrooms immediately. Get rid of them very fast. Report the matter. You don't wait for the matter to be reported. Report the matter. And students will go have some kind of something about all yourself now, man. The teacher come in, this is voluntary thing, eh? The teacher don't have to teach. Believe it or not, this is a pandemic. Your teacher can just stay home and rock back and they will still get paid. The teacher, once they working publicly. So they're going out of the way, learning how to use Zoom. Maybe Miss is not such a techie miss. Learn how to use Zoom, set up classroom and teaching you, and you get disrespect your teacher like that. But it has pranks and then it has foolishness. Just disrespectful foolishness. Well, it's an investigation into the matter and thing. Investigation. Zoom is very hackable. Some people just say some kind of things and it really makes sense. It's kind of Zoom is very hackable. What do you mean by that? You totally diminish. You could Zoom bomb. Yes, you could guess. There's some people guessing in classrooms and things, but saying Zoom is very hackable sounds kind of weird. We totally Ministry of Education that they need to look into Zoom. I don't think the problem is Zoom in itself, although I advise people not to use Zoom. The problem is not Zoom in itself. The problem is knowing the software and knowing how to use your software. And the problem is the students at the end of the day. The problem is the one student who doing the thing. Students do foolishness in school all the time. So to blame the internet and blame Zoom and that kind of thing, it can happen on the ministry system as well. This could have just as easily happened on the ministry system. The ministry learning, only teachers can upload material and create courses and platforms and ensure that. Yes, it can happen if you go live on the teacher system and you're going live and you're sharing your students share the screen and students share something, you could get bumped. It could happen anyway. It can happen on any platform. It can even happen on Meet. What school it was? I wouldn't say the school again. You could go and look up the article. It's not about the school. It's about the incident. I'm sorry for the fellas, yes, but then again, how do to share the bit to know that it had the ministry don't in your class and you're not supposed to do them thing. Yeah, but you need to think through some things. It have pranks and then it have dumbness. Let me just call it dumbness. So at the end of the stream there, just to let you all know to conduct yourself on the people them live stream before you end up in Guardian the next day or Loop TT or Newsday. You don't want to end up in Newsday. You'll get dragged. They might pay your name. So hold it on now. Hopefully I could come back on today with some news from CSEC. That's what we're really waiting for. That's why all I wanted to see in this live. Danny, what's up? Yes, that's why I wanted to see this live. News from. I'll leave you all now with this picture of this gentleman here. Because right now he's in a meeting, you all could keep him in prayer. We want to know what's going to go on. Whether we're doing the paper 1 and paper 3, what month they're trying to settle on, or whether the paper 2 going to segue back into the thing. Alright, tell you press like on the stream, follow me on Instagram at Cohen Springer. For Form 4 students, registration is open. I starting back my classes. The next year group is starting in June. People are already registering. You want to register this month because you won't have to pay no registration fee. If you register during the class, when the class starts, that's when the registration fee starts to go up and up because you'll be paying for classes that already go already. So register this month, get all your classes live. You can register by WhatsApping this number. Everything is online. Everything is online. WhatsApp this number. Tell all your brethren and sisters in Form 4. I just type the number in the chat. Tell all your brethren and sisters in Form 4 to jump in that class. Best class ever.